The name Ernest Stompie Manana resonates deeply within the heart of South African music and culture. The late legendary jazz musician is a true embodiment of the rhythms and stories that define a nation. And he passed away this past Friday, of course, leaving behind his music, which reflects resilience and pride and also hope. Bra Stompy, sonically woven the threads of his roots and aspirations, and always represents where he comes from, Meadowlands, Soweto. And perhaps to pay tribute now to the late jazz icon, we are going to be joined by jazz and gospel musician Hendrick Monyeki. Monyeki, good morning, and thank you for your time. Our sincere condolences as well to you and to the nation at large.
Morning, and thank you so much for choosing me to come pay homage to Bra Stompy. So they called him Papa. I call him Papa.
Exactly.
I met him in 2008 when I was doing my internship at the Music Academy of Gauteng. What a man, what a man. He was very precise. He was stylish. You know, it doesn't matter. We are at the rehearsal. He would come looking sharp, you know. And he was very precise in how he wants his music to be played. I mean, he will stop the music and say, no, 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 no. This is how the bass line goes like, you know. Wow. And he was awesome. He was a God-fearing man. I mean, we'll stay on the phone for hours. You know, so I really gonna miss that. You know,
and that was the soul of his music.
Absolutely.
I mean, Bra Stompy, or Papa as you call them. I mean, his roots are from Soweto,
Absolutely.
so there's so much diversity. So talk to us about how that exactly right. We know the impact that had on our own jazz and resistance as a country.
Absolutely.
How do you think that influenced his life? How do you think that also influenced your own music?
Listen, I even had to come up with a concept called Tribute to South African Jazz Legends, because I felt they were not recognized enough. Yes. And especially our young, you know, musicians, they really don't know who Bra Stompy is. Some are watching, they're asking themselves, who's Bra Stompy? You know, and there's, you know, Bra Rachabani and a whole lot of Bra Johnny Meko and a whole lot of them that these young people don't know about, you know. And with the Tribute to South African Jazz Legends, I'm trying to preserve the heritage of Kofifi, the heritage of South African jazz. You know, he was a bebop man, you know, the elder statesman, you know, a man from Kofifi.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the legacy, right? Because he was able to take our sound and introduce it to the world while drawing on inspiration. And so when you talk about preserving his legacy, preserving what he contributed, talk to us about what that actually looked like. What's some of those favorites that you've come to celebrate the most about his giant, iconic legacy?
Absolutely. The music. I mean, let's start with the music. The music, like, in fact, tomorrow I'm paying tribute to him at the Century Mandela. I'm also on a tour, actually. I was in Botswana. I did a Kofifi night there. Nice. I was also playing his music. You know, the African Jazz Pioneers. He's the founder member of the African Jazz Pioneers, in fact. And then next week, Wednesday, I'm in Durban. At UKZN Jazz Club, you know, really supported by Concert SA. Thank you so much for the support.
Gauteng Jazz Orchestra, he was part of that. He was obviously also part of pioneering, you know, our unique African sound. Talk to us about what this means during Heritage Month as well, during Tourism Month, and how we should be continuing with his legacy at this point, given his contributions.
Man, it's very sad that jazz doesn't get the attention it needs. Yeah. And I feel that it should be the core business of the country to preserve the jazz music. You know, I mean, with the Gauteng Jazz Orchestra, what happened is that they would incubate, you know, the young artists into the Gauteng Jazz Orchestra. I was part of the program. And from there, that's where I met Stompie Manana, Pani Rachabani, Brakaya Mahlangu, Johnny Meko, which also actually introduced me to these people. So Gauteng Jazz Orchestra, I think the government should really think twice about preserving our South African jazz music.
And I mean, it came at a lot of hardships as well, because I mean, beyond the social constructs of apartheid that he was obviously fighting against, we know the frailty of his health when he was a child as well. He didn't let life hold him back or you know, impact what he was going to do. He was very clear about his purpose, and he knew what he needed to do. What do you think we can draw on from that legacy, that resilience? How do we also take that baton forward now, especially because of the likes of you and our other new jazz aficionados, obviously, that are flying the flag provide for our country.
I think you used a very key word, resilience.
Yes.
And in the industry, if you are not resilient enough, you're not going to make it. This is a tough industry that needs, to be determined and, really be resilient, and have passion for what you do. And, from this man, I love this. Oh, wow, you guys. I love this. I'm really touched this morning. He was actually buried yesterday. And this is my way of saying thank you.
Thank you.
And really, I've learned a lot. I actually, if I can show you my phone, I missed a video call from him.
Oh.
And I wonder what he wanted to show me. And that actually stood with me. And I'm grateful.
Well, he lives in what you're going to continue to do as you share that love that he shared with you. And thank you for making time. I know it's not been easy, but thank you for your thoughts. Jazz gospel musician Hendrick Monyeki, he joined us this morning. He paid tribute to the late Ernest Stompie Manana.